So I've been given my voice Twitch chat. It's very exciting to be here. It is Blast Backstage. So essentially, all the teams are coming in today, and they're recording loads of content that's going to be on the show tomorrow. And unfortunately, they also have to talk to me. So we are diving in the deep end, and we're forcing these teams to come and spend some time with me, but also some time with you, which is, of course, much better. And thank you so much for all the comments I'm seeing rolling in on Twitch chat so far. It's lovely to have you guys ready and waiting, and we're going to be talking to FaZe Clan very, very soon. But if you would like to use me as your mouthpiece to talk to FaZe Clan, you can, because you can send us your questions on Twitter using the hashtag BlastBackstage, and make sure that Blast is all in block capital letters. It's Blast Backstage. We've got all the teams coming up today. So after FaZe Clan, we're going to have NIP, we have got Astralis, we've got Liquid right at the end of the day, I believe. We've got ENCE, and we also have MIBR, of course. In fact, I think MIBR might be coming up next after FaZe Clan, which is super exciting because, of course, this is their home country. I cannot wait to try and get some Portuguese lessons from the boys, and Moses is actually going to join me because he's very interested in learning some Brazilian phrases for next time he is playing some CSGO. We're going to try and learn some call-outs and teach those to you guys. But, of course, if you've got any phrases you think we should learn, you should pop them in Twitch chat as well. I also kind of want to learn the Brazilian national anthem, so hard-hitting journalism here at Blast Backstage. Now, the FaZe guys are gathered over there. We're going to reveal their Blast cards as well because we've rated them all. They're being given them. They're coming in. Guardian is coming in. Do you want to sit next to me, Guardian? Sure. I hope that's okay. You've been getting, everyone was basically arguing at the side who had to sit next to me, and unfortunately, Guardian drew the short straw. Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
Amazing.
Yeah, how does it feel to be here in Sao Paulo? Rain, you've got your headset on. Let's test your microphone. You feeling good? Hello?
It's not working.
We got to turn you up. Yanko?
Hello, hello.
Hello.
What's up?
We can, yeah, nothing much. It's lovely
Well,
to
you
join
know,
us
you
on the
need to make
sofa.
sure the important people's microphones are on.
How are you finding having this guy as your coach?
Oh my
He's
god,
got
we
a
don't
mouth
like
on
him.
him.
rough first question.
Oh, well, let's actually get to your player cards then. Yanko, sadly, you don't have one.
Well, I don't know.
You can let us
Maybe
know
I'll
what you
need
think.
one if Nico doesn't show up. Like, who knows?
Yeah, maybe you
I
should
think a
be
number
Nico
like that
today.
doesn't exist in math.
I don't mind that.
Right, well, what we need to do is to get you to turn over the cards one by one. So, Guardian, I'm going to let you go first. Let's see your Blast rating. An impressive 82, pro status. Are you happy with that?
It's amazing.
He's seen better days.
Now, these stats are based on your last 3 months' performance. So this could change after this Blast Pro series if you turn it out. Are you happy being pro, not quite legend? You are legends, obviously, in my eyes, by the way.
Yeah. Then it's fine.
Yeah? Rain, do you want to turn it over?
83. Get wrecked, Guardian. I don't know how, but get wrecked, man.
I would love
Be
it now
happy.
if Adrian's got the
I
highest
don't want
rating
to
of all
open
of you.
it. I don't want to open it.
Why? Come on. 79.
79.
Get wrecked.
That's not bad.
That's pretty bad.
Okay.
Olaf, I don't think
Come on,
your
Olaf.
mic is working, bro.
It's not working.
No.
Why don't you talk into Adrian? There you go. Get intimate on the sofa.
That's interesting.
Okay.
Hello, do you hear me?
I
Yeah.
do hear you, Olaf.
Okay.
Right, I want you to turn
I don't
over
wanna
that
change mine.
card.
I don't want to do it.
You don't want to do
No,
it?
I don't want to do it.
Do I need to come over there and do it for
I
you?
will do it.
Okay, here we go.
78.
78.
But
I feel
You
like
all,
you
have
sound
to, you all have to realize something here.
Gold
Gold.
doesn't matter, bro.
Gold right
Gold
there.
doesn't matter,
Gold
bro.
right there.
So you might have a pro rating, Olaf, but we did see you at the major. The fact is that you were the only player to have retained that legend status for every single major. So you might have got wrecked today, but to be fair, you are the biggest legend on this sofa. So that must feel good, Olaf.
Okay, you can keep going.
I'm so sorry. You are facing NIP in your first best of one match tomorrow. So how do you think it's going to go down this time? Because you did face them in ECS last week, and it wasn't the perfect result. Although you did beat them 16-2 on Inferno, I believe.
Yeah, we don't have to really talk about that game, I think.
Okay, let's
It's-
move on from
No,
that.
you're
Let's just
starting
talk
with
about tomorrow.
No, just kidding. But yeah, for a team like NIP, I think they're a team that's very good playing on LAN, even better than online. A lot of experienced players. So against them, it's always interesting to play. The guys who play them a lot at Blast as well. It's always like been 15-15, some very close games. So I expect something similar tomorrow. Hopefully, if we have our fifth player, maybe we can even win the game.
Where is Nico?
Yeah, well,
kicked
in the
him.
sky right now. He's traveling. He had to wait to get his passport. He was applying for a UK visa for Pro League, so that took a bit longer than expected. So he's just flying in. Now he's going to be here tomorrow morning,
So
hopefully.
it's not like a FaZe must all travel on separate planes
He's doing everything he can to just avoid media. But
Yeah, that's
to
what.
avoid me. It's
And
fine.
and the team
I get the
briefing.
yeah,
So do you actually believe in NIP Magic Rain?
What happened?
Not against us.
Not against you.
No.
If NIP are Magic, then what are FaZe?
Magicians, I don't know.
Magicians, sorcerers, wizards. Adrian,
God.
you've spent a little bit of time now in FaZe Clan. Talk into Rain's microphone.
Bro.
What did you ask?
I asked what you think. So if NIP are Magic, what are FaZe?
Oh, we are anti-magics.
You're anti-betas.
Anti-mages.
Anti-mages. Anti-mages. I'm so sorry. I was like, you know what? It's not even that early here in Brazil, and it's quite late in the rest of the world, I think. But who do you respect most on the NIP lineup, Olofmeister?
me.
Yeah, given that you're the resident Swede on the team.
I respect everyone, obviously, but no,
It's a proper Swede.
Forest,
Forest.
Yeah.
And why is that?
because he's been been around for like, I don't know, 20 years, 15 years, I don't know. He's really old. And no, but he's been great for so long.
Yeah,
basically.
and he was particularly good at the major, and we were all asking backstage, hang on a second, we were expecting a player who's 30 now to not really perform on the server as much as the young guns, and actually he was outperforming so many of the players there. Were you surprised by that?
No. No, he's been, I mean, he's keep on breaking records, and he's just a really, really good guy.
And Guardian, you're going to be facing NIP in the best of one on Mirage tomorrow in your first round match. So how do you think that's going to go down?
That's his best
It-
map.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Actually, it depends how we will start. If we'll win pistol rounds and we'll communicate good and hitting our shots, then I think it will be good. It will be good, but I mean, we had some good results and bad results on Mirage, so it's hard to say. But I believe we can win, and Mirage is a pretty good pick for us, and yeah, we will see.
Are you going to be playing your own game, or have you been studying NIP to prep for this?
I think always for us it's about playing your own game. I know like people see it as a cliche, but it's just about not getting too distracted, but how your opponents like to play, and instead of playing your opponent, just playing the actual game. You know, sometimes people overthink simple situations and overcomplicate stuff, and you know the focus goes elsewhere. You get distracted, and all of a sudden you lost the game, and you look back and you're like, what were we doing? Like, this is not how we like to play. This is not us. So majority of the time that's what players mean when they say we haven't played our own game. You just feel like you didn't really do what you usually do, that something was off, and that always leaves a sour taste when you lose a game like that.
So Guardian, you played Nuke now.
Yeah,
We're going to be seeing you play against MIBR and ENTS this weekend.
I think it will be a good game. I think both games will be good, and I think we'll enjoy playing Nuke in officials, since we haven't. Did we?
No.
We haven't played it yet. So I think it will be fun, and I am looking forward to see how we can play on that map.
What was the decision behind leaving that one open, Yanko?
Well, I think for us, we are comfortable playing any map in the pool. It's just all opponent dependent, right? You know, you're not going to play Nuke against Astralis, but against teams like MIBR and ENTS, you feel like that's maybe a weakness. In their map pool, we also have the benefit of not playing it in an official game yet, so people don't have any information on our game on Nuke. And for us, with this tournament and a couple of tournaments that we have coming up, we also want to use them to really see. It's going to be a lot of maps that are going to be played, so we want to see some of these maps that we, claim that we can play, or, we practice to see how good they actually are, so we can get a better read on our map pool, right? And maybe some of the maps that we haven't played as often, they might turn out to be some of our better maps, so maybe we should start picking them more often, playing them more often. So that's what we're doing here as well, a little bit of, even though there might have been a safer option, so to speak, for us to go for, or something more traditional. I mean, what's the point of practicing the map if you're never actually going to, when you have the opportunity, go and play it with MIBR? It was between Dust 2 and Nuke. For me, that was an easy choice to make, which map to play.
Now, Rain, at the end of last year, you told HLTV that one of your goals for 2019 is to hit the gym more and focus on yourself outside of the game as well as inside. And actually, yesterday, I saw you pumping some iron in the gym.
That is true. I've been doing it for 3 months now.
How is it going?
It's going good. Yeah.
Do you feel like it has made a difference to how you're performing on the server?
Maybe not yet, because I haven't shown it, but yeah, in life in general, it feels better. Yeah.
Is that because these guys need to join you?
Yeah, I've been asking, but nobody wants to. I don't
You
know.
never ask.
What's
Never
going on,
asked.
guys?
I don't know.
You should be bench pressing each other.
Yeah, that's true. Ladi, bench press me, bro.
I mean, we can start today. There's a gym downstairs. We'll bring up a press. What kind of music are you listening to when you're in the gym, Ryan?
It all depends on the day, how I'm
Okay.
feeling. Either it's Eminem or rock or whatever.
So if you were to hit the gym today, what kind of day is it?
It's Eminem kind of day.
Eminem day. And are we talking like classic Eminem?
Kamikaze for now.
Sorry?
Kamikaze.
So, see, I think I stopped listening to like Eminem LPs probably after Marshall Mathers LP, which is showing my age right now.
Yeah.
So I just listen to the singles. Adrian, can you speak now? Is your microphone working?
Is it working?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you are working.
Nice.
I'm curious about your music. I want to get to know you.
Oh my
You
god.
don't want to know that.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Is it terrible?
You don't know what music I'm listening. It's like Kazakh singers.
Yeah.
Really?
Nobody
Yeah.
knows anything.
What does
about it.
Kazakh music sound like?
It's a Kazakh rap singer. His name is like Scriptinit. Scriptinit. Yeah.
Scripted it. And can you spit some rhymes?
No, thanks.
It sound like
Not today.
Olaf, what does a legend like you listen to?
I like this intro. Swerving, I think I'm listening to right now. I don't even remember who made it. And then YNW Medley. That's
Okay.
what I'm listening to right.
Okay.
Hip hop, basically.
So would you say that you've got the best music test in all of FaZe?
Obviously, yes.
Obviously, and you guys are basically saying that Adrian's got the worst.
Yeah.
I don't judge.
You don't judge. Do you not judge? What are you listening to? Come on, we need to bear all on the blast backstage.
I listen to everything. We have a lot of good Serbian music, gets the blood pumping and everything like that. So like Hovi said, it depends on the day. Sometimes it's that, sometimes it's hip hop, sometimes it's R&B. It can be anything.
Guardian.
I can listen to everything that doesn't hurt my ear.
What?
For example,
Your ear?
Yanko. I'm listening to Yanko a lot.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
that's
No,
what you
I
get.
can listen to anything that is good.
Okay.
I don't really have some kind of choice what I'm listening to.
Okay. Do any of you guys sing in the shower?
Yes.
No, I don't.
I think Howie.
No, I don't. I just stand there and wash myself and get up, bro.
Okay.
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 You
Thank you.
guys don't sing in
Thanks
the
for
shower.
the
Little bit
detailed
much
description
information.
of how your shower
Adrian does.
looks like.
Adrian does sing.
Did that?
Uh,
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Now, Yanko's been with you since the start of the year. I kind of want to like get rid of you so I can ask what the others think about you and I get an honest answer.
Oh, they're always honest about that. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay. Have you got some good words to say about Yanko?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
How are you finding your new coach, Olaf?
I like him. He's very he brought in a lot of discipline to the team, I would say, and also, I mean, he brought in a lot of new ideas to the team that he could see from the outside of the team that we needed, and just kept getting basically new ideas. And he's also a very nice and friendly guy. So.
Rain, as the longest standing member of this roster, what was that like for you having someone come in and actually say, right, these are the things that you're doing wrong?
It's completely different from what I had before. I think Robban was more like a motivational guy. He had a lot of good ideas in the start, and then we kind of switched away from the coaching helping us too much. But getting in Janko was really good for us. He brings a lot of discipline, as Ove said, and helps us out with not being kids during practice, which is something we did before. And yeah, it's good to put us in the place sometimes.
So this is like a new mature phase.
Yeah, you could say so. Even though we're all over 20, we're still kind of a bunch of kids.
The gentleman of CS.
Yeah.
Actually, I remember talking to you, Adrian. This is a slight gear shift, but backstage at the major about your hair game. I feel like you got on like new hair game when you joined FaZe.
Hair game.
Yeah.
Hair again, bro.
Hair.
Stop with
Yeah.
your hair, bro.
It wasn't like because I'm joining FaZe, because it was because I'm going to another major on Poland.
Yeah.
And when we've been in first major on Poland, I just made some stupid shit with my teeth, like I put it in some grills. I decided to do some stupid shit as well, and that's why I just color up my hair.
Unfortunately,
Like
it didn't
Howie.
work out the same way.
No,
at the tournament.
Brought your grills, bro.
yeah,
Did you bring your grills to
no,
blast?
no.
Why not? You need the lucky grills.
Maybe I'll need to find it somewhere in Brazil, in Sao Paulo.
Okay. If anyone knows where we can get some grills from, then please let us know. Now,
Diamond. I need diamond grills.
I'm lucky with your laptop.
my laptop is beautiful, but it just went on standby as I was about to go onto Twitter to look at Twitter questions. So I don't know if I've accidentally been unplugged. So we might need someone
have it on the screen.
to check out my laptop and just
I
make
cannot
sure
see
it's
anything.
plugged in. But we do have a Twitter question on screen.
Well, that's a very painful question
we
right
go.
there.
Do you play any games other than CS? Olaf, you're smiling.
What?
Do
No,
you-
No, we don't.
I'm
do-
laughing at the girl telling us something.
You hear voices in your head
Yeah,
now?
exactly.
Yeah. What's another
Yeah.
thing?
Why melody voice in your head, bro? I don't know.
Strange voices.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
Do you play any games other than CS?
Absolutely yes.
What kind of stuff?
I play Fortnite.
Yeah. It's
I
No, but yeah, I play Fortnite, and I played other games before that. I played PUBG, and before that, I don't know. I played EverQuest 2 back in the days. That's
Okay.
a really nerdy game. Yeah.
So you're not just all about shooters then?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm more about shooters than the other games, but
And do you actually find playing other games helps you in CS, or is it more of just a switching off and chilling thing?
yeah, basically you need some time to take some time off and think about other stuff than Counter-Strike. But I try to play more Counter-Strike than other games.
Adrian?
Right now I'm playing Dota after chess. Everybody's playing that.
They are.
And now I just tried the Apex Legends.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna play it.
Yeah, are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I just tried it once, and it looked like a Quake. So I like Quake. I love it. So yeah, this is bad.
Would you play Apex as a squad?
No.
I don't play with noobs.
What?
Sorry.
That makes it sound
I haven't
like
tried it
yeah.
yet.
Are you playing Apex as well, Rain?
Yeah, I've played
Yeah.
some.
And who would you normally play with? Do you play with anyone else who plays CS?
My real life friends.
Okay, your real life friend.
Yeah, sure, bro.
I feel like this is quickly turning into a
We are
therapy
imaginary.
session. Your real life friends. So it's mostly Apex for you when you're not playing CS at the moment.
And PUBG. I have
PUBG.
1,000 hours in PUBG or something.
Okay.
So-
Do you ever speak to the FaZe guys from PUBG?
He thinks he's better than them.
You think you're better than them?
I am.
Really? I might get my mate Mexi on the phone. Just be like, okay, so Rain says he's got competition because, I mean, they're doing pretty well in PUBG. They're just
And
about
they
to
are,
start
they
in the pro league. So maybe you should give them some words of advice.
I
help
told
them
them if they
away.
need my stand-in, I will come anytime.
I would actually love to see that
Yeah.
happen. And Guardian, what about you?
Yeah.
I don't play anything.
You don't say anything.
That's
Nah,
okay.
I'm playing a lot of FIFA.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's the most surprising answer of all. Is that it's just on console and you properly just switch off from PC gaming for a bit?
Exactly.
Are you good at FIFA? Like, how does one become good at FIFA?
Just you have to play it a lot. You have to learn it.
Yeah.
I don't know. You have to try new
Just
stuff. And
you just press X, don't you?
no,
I just like to slide tackle people and get as many red cards as possible.
no, I'm trying to be the best. So
We've got another question from Jester Wexel, who says, how much weight do professional teams put into online matches as they are they taken as much into consideration as prep for LAN games?
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
of course.
Yeah, cool.
Well, I think for online games, especially, I mean, since I came into coaching, like the online games are going down, right?
Mhm.
Right now, it's only ECS that has really any online games of value outside of qualifiers, which we don't really play. So for online games, I think you always take them with a pinch of salt, looking at results. But I actually think for studying your opponents, they can be pretty good just to see some patterns and exploit some things, because even like in-game leaders don't put as much thought into online games. They just go with what they're most comfortable at. So sometimes the reactions you see in online games are usually the most natural ones that a team does, and that's something you can potentially, you know, use against the team once it comes to the LAN games. And just the sheer amount of online games gives you a large sample size for a lot of different maps. You see something across 5 different maps, it's repeating itself. It's not going to disappear, you know, on a LAN game just like that.
And when you're playing these online series, are you normally actually in the same room, or do you tend to play remotely?
We play online?
Yeah, when you're playing the online matches, so do
Oh,
you
we-
try and actually get into the same space to play?
No.
No.
No,
Well,
never.
We play from home.
Yeah.
We are together too much. It's enough. When I'm home, I'm home.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're home, you're home. You still actually have to work. It's literally working from home playing online.
That's an interesting topic you brought right there.
Would you prefer the guys to be in the same space playing online?
I think because with two teams, of course, I had opposite experiences. Right, with MIBR, it's always boot camping. They're always together, and with FaZe, it's online unless you're at a tournament or maybe go for a boot camp. So I think without a doubt, boot camping and like having all 5 players at the same spot is way more productive than any type of online practice. It just cannot compare. But of course, on the other side, you have how the players are kind of used to doing things, so you need to try and strike a balance. You know, probably with FaZe, it will be something like having more small boot camps, like 3 days before a tournament or something like that, because that's really where you do your best work and you prepare the best kind of when everyone's together, because you know that way you don't need to think about what is it that they're doing and how focused are they and do they have any other distractions when they're sitting at home.
It seems to me that pretty much all the teams who are competing at Blast this weekend, they would call themselves best of 3 teams. Would you agree with that? Would you say that you're a best of 3 over a best of 1 team, Rain?
I think so. We used to be, at least. I don't know. Depends on how Janko is feeling, I guess.
Are you looking forward? Are you looking forward to playing those round robin best of 1 matches?
No, I don't like best of 1 matches.
I don't think anyone likes.
I prefer best of 3 over anything.
As a player, you prefer a best of 3 over a best of 1.
I prefer best of 5, actually.
No.
I do.
Does anyone prefer a best
so.
of 5
I
apart
don't
from you, Rain?
What?
I like best of 5.
You like a best of
Yeah.
5?
Yeah.
Do you not get absolutely knackered? Like, I'd be exhausted.
I do.
Some G
Also,
fuel,
it's
bro. When you
like
got it.
the
Some G
first
fuel.
map feels useless as well.
G fuel, bro, and you're good.
Yeah, I think it's
It's
just
more fun.
it's always, you know, I think it's just such a huge component of whether a team is good or not. The depth of their map pool, right? You can make a really good team average by forcing them to play like 1 map. That's where the strength of a lot of teams comes from. You know, you look at a team like Astralis, they basically play 6 maps, but when Navi, you know, floats cash against them, they're still gonna pick it, still gonna pick Train against Liquid, you know, when teams like open those maps against them. So I think that's where the strength of a lot of these teams lie. You cannot go into a series and kind of count that you're going to be 1 map down, because you know your opponents can pick something that's weak for you and it can still be very strong for them. So I think it's actually a huge component of really being a tier 1 team, to have that flexibility depending on your opponent, to really punish their weaknesses and not always be cornered into, you know, we have to pick one of these 2 maps because those are our best maps, and no matter who the opponent is, that's our pick. It just also makes it easier for your opponents to prepare for you. You know, once you play 1 map a lot, you kind of are reusing the same stuff. You're always working on your weaker maps more than on your stronger maps. So I really think in today's scene, I think best of 1s are obsolete. Of course, like Blast is a different type of a tournament, so you know it doesn't really count in that sort of a conversation. But yeah, I think there's a massive difference between having to play best of 1s and best of 3s. I don't care what the format is, whether it's Swiss, GSL, round robin. I mean, it's horrible, but as long as it's best of 3, it's way better.
And in terms of this weekend, who are you most looking forward to playing?
MIBR.
MIBR in the final.
And why MIBR?
Because they're a bit loud.
It would be a sick atmosphere. I mean, obviously, you know, there would be the home team and everything, but I think it's just, even if the crowd is against you, you just kind of enjoy the atmosphere, right? It's just such a sick environment to play in. So I guess something like that with, you know, the full force of the crowd, I think that would be a fun game to play.
So you want to be the villains?
Yeah,
No.
I guess. I don't know, not really.
You want to, apparently.
I kind of like that. If NIP and Magic, FaZe are the villains.
Yeah.
Well, with that, thank you so much for talking to me, guys. I can't wait to see that first matchup against NIP tomorrow. And I can't wait to see you play Nuke as well. That's going to be super exciting. So thank you so much for talking to me. I think you've got to go and film a few more things, which means we also need to take a short break as well. So keep your eye on the screen, and we will be back as soon as we can.
You're there?